Hey guys, Colin Gillespie here talking about my fan film and my novels and what I pre-ordered. So let's get right into it. Now, the first thing I'm going to talk about is novels first. I'm working on around 4 to 5 novels, and one of them hopefully will come out this year. You know, but the first novel is called Heaven and Hell. My first novel that I wrote. I'm on chapter 7 so far, and I'm working really hard for this. There's no release date for this yet, but it has to do with heaven and hell, and it's an action, adventure, fantasy, romance novel. And the story is about a 18-year-old boy who's in high school. Who was a senior and basically his last school year, and when he gets to school for the first day, it blows up, or in other words, earthquake, and that's not good. And a demon breaks out of the school, and starts killing everyone, and the point of the story is the devil wants to take over Earth for some reason. And somehow they escaped hell, and no one knows how they escaped because hell is locked up. So that's kind of like what heaven and hell is. If you want to know what kind of like this description, like what it kind of like, it's kind of like the Chronicles of Narnia, the remake, the first movie. And if you ever read Dante's Inferno, it's kind of like that, but not rated R. But there's no like 9 layers of hell. I'm gonna make my own version of hell for it. So that's the first novel. The second novel I'm working on is a vampire novel. Now we have seen a lot of vampire movies out these days. Twilight, Underworld, Blade, Let the Right One In, Interview with the Vampire, and after watching some of these movies, I mean I've seen them all, but the one movie that inspired me to write a vampire novel was Let the Right One In. It's a Swedish film about a 10 or 12-year-old boy who gets bullied, and this girl, who is a vampire, they kind of have a relationship, and that kind of, after watching that, made me want to write my own vampire novel, and I just fell in love with that movie. Now, the novel I'm working on for the vampire is called Passion of a Vampire. And the main character is named Seth, who is 21 years old, and he is going to go into a new state, or a new country, or a Canada, one of those two. Because the mom and the dad are moving to that place. The mom is pregnant. The mom's going to have the baby. It's a baby girl. And on the way home, after picking up the mom with the baby, there's a car accident. The dad dies. Seth is upset, and he just goes completely insane. He just goes crazy. Basically, if you ever have a relationship or know a person in your life that you lost someone, it could be anything. A family member, a friend, an animal. You lose yourself. You're just going crazy. You don't want to talk to people, and that's what Seth feels like after it happened. And when they move to the new state, they meet a vampire. Well, the vampires at the school, and this vampire girl, she is a princess. She has, she doesn't have feelings that much. she's a very quiet person. And I want to make this graphic. I want to make this bloody. I want to make this action. I want to make this sexy. Sex in this, of course. And there'll be torture. I want to make this dark, but make this a romance novel. And you will feel emotion for these characters. Like, you're with these characters. And that's how I want to feel for these characters for this novel. So that's my vampire novel, Passion of Vampire, and I'm really excited. Hopefully, you guys are too. Um, the next novel will be about Geek and Gothic. Geek and Gothic is a romance novel. It's about video games, music, art, Cthulhu. What else? The main character is named Dexter. Dexter is 23 years old, and he has everything he wants. Now he passed high school. He finished college, and he has his own company for making video games, and he loves that. And his hobbies are like making music. He has everything except one thing: a girlfriend. It's not that he never wanted a girlfriend; he just never really cared. It's like I mean, he does care about girls and all, but he just never really had feelings for a female, and he's not gay. So, and that brings you to the second character, Alice. Alice is a quiet girl. She doesn't like to be with anyone. She likes to be with herself. She loves music. She loves to draw. She loves to write stories, and she just likes to be alone. But really, she doesn't. She wants to be in love with someone, and she's very dark. She doesn't. Someone broke her heart, and she went completely pissed off and insane. And so, she's pretty crazy. And so that's Geek and Gothic. That one will be coming out this year, hopefully. So I'm going to try to make sure this novel is done by December. Probably will be the release date. I don't have a official date yet, but I want this novel to be done this year because something happens at the end and I can't spoil it. Um, no, I think the last novel will be Doctor Who. I am a huge fan of Doctor Who. I've seen the TV show. I have watched the movie that they did with the Doctor Who number 8, I believe. Yes, 8. And I just love Doctor Who. I mean, travel to different planets, learning different languages, battling the Daleks and the Cybermen, and all. And I make my own version of Doctor Who. Now, what does this mean for Doctor Who? This is going to be my version of Doctor Who. This means I'm writing the story. None of these characters from the show will be on the show. So there won't be any reference to any of these characters. Now, the Doctor will go to many places, and it's going to be pretty cool. I mean, I'm really excited. Hopefully you guys are and all. So I'm working really hard on this. I'm on chapter 2 for this one. And also, hopefully it'll be done probably in 5 months, I'm guessing. I don't know how long it usually takes to write a novel. But the last part, before I talk about my pre-order, will be the fan film. I know after I made a video talking about my project with Godzilla, the fan film, a lot of people are happy. They're really excited that they want me to do this. And I was very surprised that after this reaction, I was like, oh my god, people want this? Like, wow. and I'm like, now this better not suck. um, Now for doing this project, um, right now I'm writing the script, so there'll be no spoilers. There'll be no. I'm not going to talk about the script and all because I just started. I don't even know what I'm going to do with this. I really don't know. But the thing is, I have to I have to know what I'm going to do. And all. So I asked a couple of my friends what villains they want to see in Godzilla and all. The thing now, what I'm trying to do for this is have at least two villains. Two. It just depends on the money issue. Now, we need to make the suits, so my sister can help. She's going to help me make the suits and all. So she'll be helping making Godzilla suit and the villains and all. Now, when we make the suits, it depends on what monster or whatever we're going to do. We have to make sure everything's going to be good, that they can move, all that stuff. And of course the Godzilla will look like I want to say the new Godzilla from the Godzilla fan sorry Godzilla from Final Wars. I think that's a really cool suit and all. I didn't want it to look like the old ones because that's like the classic, and you don't want to use the classics. I mean, I don't want to make my own version of the design, or like what Godzilla should look like. I don't want that. I want the classic version, the way it used to be from Final Wars. So, and if you guys have a villain you want to see in this film, the fan film, King Kong or the three Dragon Head, I forget their names. Or even Metal Godzilla, or I'm trying to remember their names. I mean, like any villain you guys you want me to do in the villains, put it down in the comments below, and I won't tell you what I'm going to be doing because why would I want to ruin the surprise? But I would like to do new villains, something different, something we had not seen, and also maybe we'll get to see 3 or 2. So I can't say anything just yet, until we make the suits and all that stuff. I'll be filming everything on when we start filming, so you guys can see what's happening with this project, because I want you guys to be with me. So when I say I'm filming this part on the costume, so you guys will be right there with me in action and all. I am writing the script. I am directing this film with my best friend Evan, because we basically decided we should do a Godzilla film, and we basically are. Now, I haven't decided how the suit's gonna work out, who's gonna be in the suits, all that stuff. I mean, that's just too ahead for me because I'm not thinking that far. I mean, I'm still working on this damn script, so I'm really excited for this. Thank you guys for being excited for Godzilla, and because thanks. I mean, I'm just so happy. And my last thing before I go is I pre-ordered Diablo 3 for the PC and Mac. I love video games. I'm a big video game nerd. And this one is going to be awesome, because this will be my first PC game I'm going to buy, and I'm gonna have a party. So if you guys are getting Diablo 3, let me know, And are you guys excited? I'm fucking excited. And so that's basically it. That's all I can think of what to say. So I will see you guys later. And if you have any questions about the fan film, about my novels, about Diablo 3, um, comments below. Just write down all this shit. So like it, subscribe, and more news will be coming out from the novels, and the fan film, and all that stuff. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks.